Welcome, everyone, to Astra, the Exo Marketing Podcast. I'm Jessica Kurse.
And I am Xylo the Droid. It's truly fantastic to have you with us as we explore the ever-expanding universe of commerce.
Today, we're diving deep into something really transformative, the rise of private space stations. Forget that old idea of space being purely, government territory. We're looking at how commercial companies are building their own platforms up there. And the implications, well, they're huge for business, research, even branding. For so long, the International Space Station, the ISS, it's been this amazing symbol, right? Global cooperation, science.
It's a huge achievement, no doubt.
But its time is winding down. And what's fascinating is what's rising up to take its place, or maybe more accurately, to build something new. This whole commercial landscape.
Exactly. And it's not just about, okay, the ISS is retiring, let's build a replacement. It's more fundamental than that. It's about the economics, the strategy.
You mean like NASA's Commercial EO Destinations program, the CLD program?
Precisely that. NASA's putting serious money into this, over $400 million since 2021. But it's not just writing checks. It's seeding an entire commercial ecosystem in low Earth orbit.
So they're actively trying to foster a private market up there, not just hand things over.
That's the core idea. The focus is all on innovation, flexibility, efficiency. Designing platforms that are, from the ground up, meant for business. Think less pure science lab, more adaptable orbiting infrastructure.
Orbiting infrastructure for business.
Yeah.
That definitely sounds different. It shifts the whole perspective, doesn't it?
It really does. It's not just about discovery, though that's still vital. There's a clear commercial driver now.
And that brings us to branding, right? You mentioned branding.
Yes. Because if you think about prime real estate on Earth, location matters, association matters. Brands pay for that presence. Now imagine that, but in orbit. An orbiting platform, maybe even a specific module that's brandable territory?
Like a company could sponsor a whole section.
Potentially, yes. Or have experiments run under their name. It's orbiting real estate with real brand value attached. How do you leverage that? There's a new question for marketers.
Okay, so who's actually building these things? Who are the main developers we should know about?
Well, there's several key players really pushing this forward. One major one is Orbital Reef. That's a joint effort between Blue Origin and Sierra Space.
What's their concept?
They call it a business park in space, which, gives you a good picture.
A business park. Okay, so mixed use.
Exactly. They're planning for research, manufacturing, tourism, even things like media production. It's designed to be very modular, very flexible. Blue Origin's vision is pretty grand.
Who else is in the running?
Another big one is Starlab. That's led by Voyager Space and Lockheed Martin. And interestingly, Airbus joined the team in 2023.
Airbus. So European involvement.
Yes, significant European backing. Starlab is maybe a bit more focused, initially planned for a 4-person crew. Lots of lab space, robotic arm, flexible docking. The Airbus connection, though, it opens up the possibility of a real transatlantic research hub up there.
A transatlantic hub orbiting Earth. That's fascinating. And wasn't there another one, Axiom Space? They have a different approach, right?
They do, yes. Axiom's strategy is quite pragmatic. They're starting by building their modules and actually attaching them to the ISS first.
So using the existing station as a starting point.
Exactly. They gain experience, start operations, maybe generate some revenue sooner. Then the long-term plan is to detach those modules and operate as a completely independent Axiom station.
That's clever. Build it piece by piece while connected.
It seems so. And they've already made headlines with their private astronaut missions, using SpaceX for transport. That demonstrates the commercial human spaceflight angle is real.
Right. Those missions got a lot of attention.
They did. And Axiom is paying close attention to branding, too. Elegant design, immersive training, and, those Prada spacesuits everyone talked about.
Okay, so beyond just who's building them and the overall vision, what's actually going to happen on these stations? What kind of work gets done?
This is where it gets really exciting, I think, because it's such a diverse range of activities planned. First, there's microgravity R&D, research and development.
Like for new medicines or materials?
Exactly. They can grow much purer crystals in microgravity, or developing advanced materials, alloys, composites, things that behave differently without gravity's pull. Huge potential for breakthroughs you just can't get on Earth.
So pharmaceutical companies, materials, science firms, They could lease lab space.
That's the model.
Yeah.
Get access to conditions impossible down here. Then there's in-orbit manufacturing.
Making things in space. What kinds of things?
Things like ultra-pure fiber optic cables. Turns out you can make them much better in microgravity. Or bioprinting complex tissues, or even organs. Microelectronics manufacturing, too. Certain processes benefit hugely from the vacuum in microgravity.
So exploiting the unique environment for production advantages makes sense. What else besides R&D and making stuff?
Well, astronaut training is a big one. Think about countries that want a space program but don't have their own station. These commercial platforms can offer the facilities, the training programs.
Ah, like a training center for hire.
Precisely. And media production. Imagine the possibilities. Live streaming experiments, filming documentaries with Earth as the backdrop. Movies, maybe? The storytelling potential is just immense.
And of course, tourism.
Yes, space tourism is definitely part of the plan, offering multi-day stays for, well, wealthy individuals. But it's broader than just sending tourists up. Think about brand activations.
Brand activations, how would that work?
A company could sponsor a specific research project, maybe get naming rights on a module like we discussed, or even just have their product tested or featured prominently in orbit. It becomes part of the mission story.
So these really are like multi-purpose campuses in space.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, multi-purpose space campuses where science, business, media, human stories, it all comes together.
Okay, that paints a really vivid picture. But how do they make money? How do these station operators build a sustainable business out of all this?
It's got to be multifaceted, right? Kind of like running a big commercial property on Earth, but, in orbit. Leasing is key, renting out lab space or manufacturing facilities to companies, universities, research groups.
Right, the tenant model.
Exactly. Then sponsorship is another major pillar, getting corporations or maybe even philanthropists to sponsor entire science modules. Imagine, like you said, the XYZ Corp Discovery Lab. Big branding opportunity.
Yeah, I can see companies wanting that association.
Definitely. Then you got the high-end tourism, tailored experiences for VIPs or executives. And don't forget content creation. They could have dedicated media studios on board, charging for access to film-branded content, documentaries, educational shows.
A space-based media studio. Cool.
And finally, those astronaut training services we mentioned, offering full package training programs for governments or even private astronauts. It all adds up. It really is a shift where business needs are driving the design and operation.
It really does sound like a marketing revolution, doesn't it? Moving beyond just putting a logo on a rocket. Brands can actually participate in the science, in the mission itself.
The potential for authentic storytelling, for genuine contribution, it's just on a whole different level than traditional sponsorship.
So, given all these possibilities, what kind of creative marketing campaigns or strategies do you think we might start seeing?
Oh, the possibilities are just starting to open up. High fashion meets high frontier. That opens doors, right? Maybe fitness brands testing apparel in zero-G.
Performance wear in space.
Exactly. Or think about skincare or beauty companies. How does skin age in space? What products work best against the radiation or the dry, recycled air? Testing products up there isn't just R&D, it's amazing PR.
The ultimate tested in extreme conditions claim.
You got it. It's scientific validation and a compelling story. And think about narrative storytelling. Imagine VR experiences that put you on orbital reef.
Like a virtual tour or documentary.
Yeah, or following an influencer's journey in microgravity, making space feel more immediate, more human, blurring the lines between, this extraordinary frontier and relatable human experience.
That kind of content could be huge.
Absolutely. And finally, don't underestimate the power of STEM and CSR, corporate social responsibility. Partnering on educational programs, funding student experiments, sponsoring missions for underserved communities, using these platforms to inspire the next generation. That's powerful branding, too.
It connects the venture back to Earth in a meaningful way.
Precisely. It's not just about going up there. It's about what it means for us down here.
This all sounds incredibly promising. What does the market actually look like? Are the numbers backing this up?
The numbers are significant. We mentioned NASA's $400 million plus investment already. That's a big vote of confidence. But analysts project the overall orbital services, market stations, logistics, research, the whole package could top $50 billion by 2030. It's rapid growth. And even space tourism, while still niche, is seen potentially reaching maybe $1 billion a year by 2035. This is about building a permanent, economically sustainable human presence in low Earth orbit, driven by commercial activity and, yes, creative marketing and branding.
So for marketers listening or anyone just fascinated by this, what's the key takeaway? What advice would you give someone wanting to get involved in this exo marketing world?
I think the core thing to grasp is you're not just selling space on a station. You're actually helping to design and communicate a vision of human life beyond Earth. That's the scale of it.
Wow, that's a big responsibility, but also a huge opportunity.
Exactly. It's incredible storytelling, space adventure, science, aspiration, maybe even luxury, all rolled into one. So, my advice. First, anchor everything in human impact. What does this mean? For the people going and for everyone else watching.
Keep it relatable, even when it's extraordinary.
Yes. Second, think long-term. These aren't one-off campaigns. A mission launch is just the start of a story. Build narratives that evolve over time. And third, find ways for your brand to be a genuine co-pilot. Don't just slap a logo on. Contribute. Fund something meaningful. Elevate the science. Improve access. Become part of the legacy. That's how you stand out.
Be part of the story, not just an advertiser.
That's the essence of it. In this new era, marketers really do have a hand in defining what it means to live, work, and build value among the stars.
What an incredible frontier we've explored today. I mean, the dawn of private space stations, it really signals a monumental shift in how we relate to the cosmos. It's unlocking things we only dreamed about a few decades back.
Indeed, these orbital platforms were absolutely poised to become vital hubs for innovation, for human endeavor.
We really hope this deep dive has sparked your imagination, maybe given you a glimpse into this amazing future that's unfolding right above us.
And if you enjoyed this exploration, well, please do like and subscribe to Astro the Exomarketing Podcast. That way, you won't miss our next journey into the world of space commerce.
Until our next deep dive.
Market beyond the atmosphere.